Hey guys, Jeffrey from Headstrong Training Systems here. So today we're going to be taking a look at the squat, and in particular I want to introduce to you guys a new cue that I've been playing with and exploring that I haven't seen used much elsewhere. And so what this cue does is essentially it's about when you're going to set up for the barbell and you're about to place the barbell onto your rack. What I've been experimenting with myself is I've been actively protracting my scapula before I get under the barbell. And so the theory behind that and why I've been doing that is because when I've been placing the barbell onto myself, I've felt that in my shelf or where I'm placing the barbell, it's felt very narrow and very tight, and it's been very slimmed off essentially. And so there's a lot of room for error for the bar to slip around or roll around. And so why I started thinking about protracting the scapula is that what that does is when you protract the scapula, you can see that it creates a larger base of support on your upper back, like so. You can see that my lats have been pushed out and my shelf has been pulled out more horizontally, and it's essentially widened. And so my theory was if I firstly protracted my scapula before getting under the barbell, by doing that, it creates a bigger foundation and a larger foundation on my upper back. And then afterwards, after you've got the barbell settled, then everything, you can essentially compress and bring down everything to tighten your upper back instead of doing the retract and pull down method that is more traditionally used. And so what that looks like in action. And so with that experiment and my exploration, that I've actually found really good success in myself and my lifters, where I found that by protracting the scapula before you get under the barbell and creating a larger base of support, it's made me feel a lot more stable in my upper back and a lot more stable in that foundation of settling that barbell down. And so now let's get into what it might look like in action. So firstly, I'll grip onto the barbell, I'll do my hand placement. And right now in this position, before I even get under the bar, I'm going to actively protract my scapula like so. Hey, see how I've just crunched down and essentially tried to round my shoulders through and just crunch down everything, and now it's created a bigger shelf for me on my back. I'm going to maintain this position. I'm not going to release it. I'm going to maintain this protracted position and then get under the barbell. And so you see a lot of times it's very common that in this position you might release it or lose it, but what I do here is I actually protract again and I just compress everything down in this position. And then here, I can then set the barbell onto my back, compress everything again, and essentially think about pulling the barbell down into me and compressing and protracting the scapula down like so, just maintaining that protraction tension to create my base of support. And then from here, I'll do my walkout. So it's been a relatively new cue that I've been personally trying out and playing around with. I'm not sure if it's been talked about much anywhere, but potentially if you feel like your shelf feels a bit unstable, if you feel like you have a lot of movement around in the barbell and that barbell is not stable, perhaps this protraction cue can be helpful for you in creating and setting up a larger base and of support on your back. So let me know how you guys go in the comments if you do decide to try it out. I hope that was helpful for you and inspired some new cues that might potentially help your squat, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.